Kenya is known for its runners, but running shoes, not so much. Enda Shoes is trying to change this by making trainers made by Kenyans for Kenyans.
Enda is a Swahili word that means go. And essentially, when you are in a space with Kenyans and they're cheering on their athletes, you see people kind of cheering the athletes around TVs, and they'll be like, Enda, 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 Enda.
Nava co-founded Enda after becoming frustrated that her country was not taking advantage of its biggest export, long-distance runners. Kenyan athletes hold many outdoor world records, including the men's 800-meter, 1K, 5K, 10K, and full marathon, and the women's 10K, 20K, 30K, and half marathon.
If you're going to make maximum impact in Kenya, it has to be something about running. The one thing that is undisputable in terms of tools of how to become the best runner is the running shoes.
But making a shoe from scratch with no experience was a struggle.
This was the first time that basically a performance footwear brand was setting up in Africa. Everybody was like, go to China, like why do you want to deal with Africa? So that was a challenge in the sense of even just finding the factory that could make the shoes. So our shoe initially was actually made in China, designed in Kenya, and now it's made in Kenya. So those are like the small triumphs, if I can call it.
Enda publicly released their first shoe, the E10, in 2017. It was packed full of references to Kenya. Its logo represents a spear tip, one of the highest honors in Kenya, much like a knighthood. It only comes in red, black, and green, the colors of the Kenyan flag. It bears 12 lines on its side, honoring Kenya's Independence Day, the 12th of December, and its heel resembles the Rift Valley, the famed area where Kenyan runners train at high altitudes. One thing that the Enda team were determined about was that the making of the shoe would benefit Kenyans.
So we support community projects from our revenues, not profits. The first project we basically are giving a grant to is an organization in Korogosho slums that gives kids life skills through basketball training.
The support from Enda, we are able to buy sports bras and sports shoes for the girls and the boys. We are also able to have a sustainable snack program to attract the kids during our weekly clinics.
I'd say the vision for Enda is also to get to a point where Kenyan athletes are actually wearing Enda shoes as they win marathons and world medals and things like that. I think in my mind that is what I really, really want.